Hello everyone, and welcome to the Good Game Lobby review of Mouthwashing, a story-rich, atmospheric, psychological horror indie game developed by Wrong Organ. Mouthwashing is set aboard the interplanetary freighter Tulpar, where players follow the 5-member crew struggling with the consequences of a disastrous decision to take the ship off course, leading to a catastrophic crash. Curly, the captain, is severely injured, completely bandaged with only his mouth and one eye visible, a haunting image that underscores the game's horror. This moment shifts the narrative from a routine mission to a fight for survival as the crew grapples with isolation and dwindling resources. The storytelling effectively introduces the crew. Anya, the ship's medic, is overwhelmed by Curly's condition, leaving you to handle his medication. Swansea, the grizzled veteran, mentors the young, arrogant Daisuke, who was forced into this mission by his wealthy mother. Jimmy, the reluctant second-in-command, steps up to lead, though his inexperience shows. The game begins with the crew at a dinner debating the mystery cargo they are transporting. Swansea's refusal to let anyone check the shipment sets the stage for what's to come. When the crew eventually inspects the cargo, they discover it's filled with stacks of mouthwash bottles, a bizarre revelation that spirals into chaos as the crew realizes they can get intoxicated from the mouthwash. As paranoia and madness take over, the real horror unfolds. Who will survive? And who will be responsible? This masterful storytelling keeps players on edge, capturing the rapid erosion of sanity when hope fades. I won't go any deeper to avoid major spoilers, but Mouthwashing delivers a gripping descent into psychological terror. Let's move on to the gameplay. The first-person perspective enhances the tension, making it difficult to see around corners or anticipate threats, creating a thrilling experience filled with jump scares. Players are compelled to explore the claustrophobic corridors of the Tulpar, designed like a submarine's hull. As the game progresses, the narrative focus shifts, intensifying the gameplay and psychological horror elements. The descent into madness becomes more evident, immersing players fully in the scenario that feels like a living nightmare. On occasion, you may find yourself feeling trapped in the crew's horrifying reality, experiencing the psychological breakdown alongside them as a crew member. After the crash, foam fills the ship, patching holes or destruction. Sometimes you need to chip away at it to get to rations or to free a crew member. It's there to protect you, but adding more obstacles to the already tight corridors of the ship gives you a sense of claustrophobia. You use an axe to break apart foam from the ship, painkillers to manage Curly's intense pain, and a scanner that unveils codes only the captain can access. There's a knife to cut cake, keys to hidden progress story beats, and much more. Make sure to have a pen and paper handy. You'll need it for a few of the codes you reveal in the game. One of the highlights of Mouthwashing is its chilling soundtrack. The main theme of the game was influenced by Twin Peaks. Wrong Organ speaks about this in a recent dev diary. They go on to say, Mouthwashing's main theme is meant as a mood piece, a calm before the storm type of song, hinting at what you'll experience before you've begun playing. That's exactly how I felt. The song's unsuspecting atmosphere contrasts sharply with the impending horror, drawing players into a false sense of security. As the game evolves, this tension builds, enhancing the overall experience. Visually, Mouthwashing embraces an early PlayStation aesthetic, with a sense of nostalgia while effectively delivering horror. Block hands and dithering that litters the visual style. Each chapter starts or ends with either a glitch or a flash of text and a high-pitched sound, and at times a data moshing style of fading in and out. It's a really nice touch that reminds me of how games would kind of crash in the early days of gaming. Mouthwashing draws inspiration from pop culture classics like Twin Peaks and Sunshine, with character design influenced by iconic figures. For Anya with Shelley Duvall's Wendy from The Shining, and Daisuke with Ryozuki Kawashima from Cairo. These references deepen the game's connection to horror, enriching the player's experience. With its compelling narrative, intense gameplay, and immersive atmosphere, Mouthwashing positions itself perfectly as a psychological horror. The game invites players to confront not just the external horrors of isolation, but also the terrifying realities of their own minds. It took me 2 hours to complete the game, and honestly, it's a perfect timing. It felt like a movie where your fear of solitude and the first-person perspective haunt you from start to finish. Wrong Organ is onto something here with Mouthwashing, and I'm eager to see where they go next. It's a must-play, and I highly recommend this psychological horror experience. Thank you for watching my review of Mouthwashing. The demo is available right now if you want a taste of horror. Will you be picking it up? Let's chat in the comments and let me know what your favorite horror game is. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me get more access to games to review and share with you all. Thanks again, and as always, GG.